Today, we're diving into some juicy details about Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S24 FE. So, if you're a Samsung fan or just love keeping up with the latest smartphone trends, stick around because we've got some exciting news for you. A month after it was revealed that Samsung is working on the Galaxy S24 FE, we've got some new information thanks to our friends over at Galaxy Club. Let's talk about the camera, one of the most crucial aspects of any smartphone. First up, the primary camera sensor. It looks like the Galaxy S24 FE will feature the same ISOCELL GN3 sensor used in its predecessor, the S23 FE. This sensor is also found in the Galaxy S23, S23 Plus, and the upcoming Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus. So, if you were hoping for an upgrade here, you might be a bit disappointed. But considering the GN3's performance, it's still a solid choice. The GN3 sensor has been praised for its excellent balance of detail, color accuracy, and low light performance. So while it's not an upgrade, it's certainly no downgrade either. Now, what about the front-facing camera? Last year, Samsung made a significant change by switching from a mid-range 32-megapixel sensor on the S20 FE and S21 FE to a 10-megapixel high-end sensor on the Galaxy S23 FE. The Galaxy S24 FE will reportedly keep this 10-megapixel sensor. This 10-megapixel sensor has been delivering sharper and more vibrant selfies, so keeping it in the S24 FE makes sense. It's clear Samsung wants to maintain the higher quality for all your selfie and video calling needs. As for the ultra-wide and zoom cameras, we don't have definitive details yet. The speculation is that these cameras will remain unchanged as well. So it seems Samsung is sticking with the tried and tested formula from the S23 FE. But of course, we'll have to wait for more information to get the full picture. Speaking of waiting, the development timeline suggests the Galaxy S24 FE might not hit the market until late this year or even early 2025. So patience is key here. Now let's talk about something that's got a lot of Samsung fans curious, the chipset. For the Galaxy S23 FE, Samsung took an unconventional route by using year-old Exynos and Snapdragon chips instead of the latest ones found in the non-FE models. What approach will they take for the Galaxy S24 FE? That's still up in the air. Will Samsung continue with this strategy, or will they surprise us with something different? It's one of the biggest questions surrounding this phone, and we're eager to find out more. One thing's for sure, as new information about the Galaxy S24 FE surfaces, we'll be here to keep you updated. Whether it's camera specs, chipset details, or any other features, we've got you covered. The Fan Edition lineup has always been about bringing flagship features to a more affordable price point, and the Galaxy S24 FE looks set to continue that tradition. While it might not have all the bells and whistles of its more expensive siblings, it aims to offer a balanced and powerful smartphone experience. So, what do you think about the Galaxy S24 FE so far? Are the camera details and potential chipset choices enough to keep you interested, or were you hoping for more significant upgrades? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And that's all we have for today's video. If you enjoyed this update, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and reviews. Don't forget to ring the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. In just a few months' time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the Capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, we don't clearly expect any other major changes. We're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be a first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to the 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time.